Hey guys, so I got a bunch of videos about the Nikki carburetors and just piece them together piece by piece, and so now I decided to just make one hopefully better video and to show you how to clean the Nikki carburetor. Okay, so there is two types pretty much of Nikki carburetors if you're talking about the same horsepower. And right now I am using a Briggs & Stratton 10 horsepower generator that this came from, and you probably this is like the most common generator or carburetor that you will run into, and most of the older models will have this type of Nikki carburetor, which is actually 697978. Okay, that's the number, and this doesn't belong there. That's my conversion tube for propane and natural gas, which I have another video about if you're interested. But this one is about pretty much how to clean the carburetor and what to clean the carburetor actually. So this is the older one, and then I have the newer one here somewhere right here. This is the newer one. There is a little bit of difference in these two carburetors, but they pretty much work the same. It's just a little bit differently designed. Okay. Well, since I'm at the numbers, the number, and this one is actually exact replacement for the older one. It's for 10 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. And the number on the new one is 591378. Okay, and actually there is two numbers. Well, I bought it on eBay for about $27, and one of the numbers was 591378. The other one was 695330. I don't know which one is which. There is a bunch of other numbers, but if you just punch in these two numbers, it will come up. This should come up, and this actually doesn't have any number on its body or anything anywhere, so I cannot really tell you the exact model or whatever it is, but it's pretty much the exact replacement for the old one, and it was good, made in China or Hong Kong. It was good. It's fine. Okay, so let's go about cleaning this carburetor here, the older one first. Okay, you already know how to open it, and you already know how to put it together. If not, watch my other videos. But this is your main jet, and of course this main jet has a little jet in here that you can actually just push out. If you push this way, the jet will come out on the other side. It's just pretty much plugged in. Okay, but you don't have to even take it out to clean it. I mean, you can clean it just like that with the carb cleaner or air compressor or stuff like that, or a piece of wire. Okay, and let's go back to this one here. Your main gas inlet is right here. Pretty much this tube come out this way, then it goes into this opening here. Okay, that's your main gas inlet. And of course you would have to clean these three holes here too. But pretty much, I don't want to go about the obvious stuff because you should know that already. I want to go about the complicated stuff. So, the main tube here, which has these 6 little holes, 3 on this side. Actually, it has 12 little holes, 3 on this all around. So pretty much clean those. Clean the main hole coming inside the carburetor, which is leading over here, and of course it has these little holes here that they need to be cleaned also. Okay, and of course pretty much hold the body of the carburetor. So that's the main jet. Now the rest of the holes, we went over the gas inlet and the main jet. Okay, now let's go to this hole here. This hole here leads to the bottom hole on this side. Pretty much is upside down, so make it a little more easy for you. Again, this one here leads to this one here, and there's the air inlet for the carburetor, pretty much for part of the carburetor. Okay, so that should be clean too, but they usually don't clog unless you have a lot of debris or I mean dust that will clog this hole. And the other one, this one on top, leads down here. Okay, and that's again that's just the air supply for a carburetor, for a carburetor ball. Okay, and that usually does not need to be cleaned at all. It's a pretty big hole. That one I wouldn't even worry about. Now the main concern is actually this hole here. Okay, this one, and that will give you a lot of time. Will give you big trouble in the idle position when the generator doesn't have any load, and then the throttle is closed, and it will go room, room, room. Pretty much that's how it feeds if this hole is clogged, and they get clogged very easy and very often. This would be number one actually, hole to get clogged, or maybe the main jet. But this hole here will lead right here. This is the first hole from the outside opening. Is the first hole. Okay, and the way to clean this one, you cannot really stick a wire or anything through. Just get the carb cleaner and keep feeding it and keep feeding it, and if it's really badly clogged, eventually you will get through. Trust me, I get through every carburetor, and this one was one of them that was really badly clogged, and it will start coming out like mud on the other side. I mean, you can try from this side too, but this pinhole is so small, probably it's not going to do much good. I even tried to fish a little wire here. I didn't get very far on this side. I didn't get very far on this side, but the best way to clean this, air compressor or carb cleaner, and just feed it through and feed it through and let it sit like this. It will soak in, and eventually it might take 5 minutes, it might take 20 minutes, half an hour, 2 hours. Eventually it will come out a lot of junk, and it will pretty much come out. So this is the main problem for the idle running smooth. Another one is this little hole on this side. Okay, this little hole feeds actually all the way through the carburetor, and it's the second hole from the edge of the opening, and it's kind of like a long cut on this side, because I guess when the throttle closes, it will close the air. This is the air supply actually, so it will partially close it, and that one gets clogged too, with just with the dust, because it's actually very narrow. So that one is important to clean also. This thing here, okay, and that's pretty much it. That's the whole science about the Nikki carburetor. Oh, there's another hole over here, and that one I cannot figure it out. If somebody have any idea where that goes, I cannot figure out where it goes, and it doesn't make any sense to me. So well, this is not a hole, this is just a throttle, pretty much, I'm sorry, choke plate attached to this plastic here. It's not a hole, and this is the throttle plate rod attached, coming through here. So that's not a hole either, and there is no other holes. Okay, so that's the old one. The new one is very similar, right here. Okay, same principle, pretty much. The center tube with 12 holes around, whatever, doesn't matter how many. We just have to clean all of them, and also the main jet coming through here and coming through coming through the center here. The difference on this one doesn't have the spring. This one actually sits on the bottom of the pan right here. So the spring, it doesn't come with a spring. And now the little difference is over here. This is the main gas inlet, which will go into this hole here, of course. So this needs to be cleaned, this tube, okay, and this thing here. And then you have, I forgot on the other one, but everybody should know that you have the gas inlet pin here that will close and open the gas inlet to the carburetor. So that one needs to be taken apart right here. Just pull this out, it will come out, clean the hole, make sure all this opening is nice and clean, and put it back together. But that's, again, that's the basics, so I don't want to go over that too much. That's the same on both carburetors, and it's the same principle on this one. Okay, the main jet with a bunch of little openings here, bunch of little openings inside that they need to be cleaned. Make sure they are clean, and same principle on these holes. Okay, this big hole over here is coming right here, just the air supply for the ball. This hole over here is coming out here. Again, air supply for another part of the carburetor. So I guess you don't create vacuum when you run the carburetor, right? This is the mystery hole that I cannot figure it out. And the other one is right here, and this one is right here. It seems like it has something to do with this part here, and it's clogged, but I don't know, and I'm not going to worry about it because that was never the problem. At least as far as I know. If you can educate me, I'll be very happy. Please let me know if you have any idea what this does here. And now, again, this is the most important and most difficult hole to clean on this Nikki carburetor. That goes actually, again, it goes, when you close the throttle, it goes right in front of it. And there's the first hole right here, that's the gasoline. Okay, and then the second one, which is kind of like on the long cut, right there, that goes in front of the carburetor and comes out right here. And there's the air inlet that actually bypass all the nonsense inside the carburetor, and it goes straight out here. And this one here is the idle hole, or idle feed pretty much, that feeds the gas in front of the throttle. And that's the one that gives you the problem when the generator is not running smooth, and you have to pretty much close the choke halfway, or depends how badly clogged is it. So if you close the choke and the generator will run fine, that means that that little hole needs to be cleaned. This one here, I'm sorry, this one here, it's pretty much the closer one to this hole over here. It's not as complicated. I mean, first I opened this carburetor. Of course, my head was spinning and I had no idea what I'm doing. After a few of these, I kind of understand a little bit better. So this is pretty much it. I'm not going to go over how to put it back together. There's plenty of videos about that. But this would be how to completely clean the Nikki carburetor. Which hole to clean. Okay. I guess this would be it. Thank you for your time, and good luck with it.